Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be selecting my June TBR, and I'm going to be blindly picking my TBR. Now, June is my birthday month, so I've wrapped all of my books in birthday paper for picking my TBR, and it's this cute little cupcake paper. So this will be fun to get to kind of unwrap my books, kind of like little presents for my June TBR. And as you can see, there is a label on each of these with a number. So I have 22 books on the cart that are wrapped up and labeled with the numbers 1 through 22. And to select them, I'm going to just have Siri randomly pick a number between 1 and 22, and whatever that is what I will draw off the cart, open, and see what's inside. Now, normally I select about 6 books for my monthly TBR, but I don't know, I might pick 1 or 2 extra this month since it is my birthday month to just have maybe more to choose from to kind of mood read. But I'm hoping also to get a little extra reading time in June because things should be a little less busy in June than it has been in May. So I think I'll be able to read extra books. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to have Siri pick a random number between 1 and 22. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
It's 4.
4. So the first book I'm going to pull off of here is number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have the 4th book on here. I'm going to unwrap this and we'll see what we have. I am super excited to see what is in here. Like, some of these books are some of my most highly anticipated reads. And here's one of them. So, Into a Golden Era. I was going to read this regardless of what I pulled for my TBR today because I cannot wait to dive into this book. This is the Timeless book number 7 from Gabrielle Meyer, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to read this. So, first one on my June TBR is literally one of the books that I've been waiting the longest to read. So that is very cool. All right, let's go ahead and pick the second book for the TBR and see what happens. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
A random number between 1 and 22 is 11.
Oh, nice. Let's just go halfway in between and pick number 11. So that should be this one right here. Yes, indeed, we have number 11. Let's see what's in this package. All right. Oh, this is one of my fantasies. This is Town of Shadows, and this is the first book in a series. This is by Scarlett, and I have never read any books by her before, and I'm excited to dive into this. This is the first book in the Slanted London series, and I've heard really good things about it. It takes place in Victorian London, but there's magic involved, and apparently in London, magic earns you a noose. So it's not exactly something that people are excited about. It's actually very dangerous to have magic in this world. So I'm excited to see what happens with this. And it looks like our main character, Dorothy, can't control her magic. So it says to avoid arrest, she locks herself at home and buries her nose in her experiments. So she's like, I'm going to hide away because I do not want to be found out with this magic that I cannot even control. So I'm super excited about this. And the fact that it takes place in Victorian London, you've got a little bit of historical flair mixed with the fantasy and the magic. So this sounds like a lot of fun. All right, let's move on to book number 3. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
A random number between 1 and 22 is 6.
6. All right, so that would probably be this guy here. Yep, number 6. And let's see. This one doesn't feel too thick. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is one of my contemporary / mystery picks for the month, and this is Juniper Bean Resorts to Murder, and this is by Gracie Ruth Mitchell, another one that is a new to me author. And it says on the front that it's a killer romantic comedy. So we are blending romantic comedy in with a mystery. Now, I just talked about this one in my recent book haul video, and this looks like it is going to be legitimately funny. I cannot wait to see what happens with our main character. She is a writer who finds herself involved in a very real life mystery, and the whole tone and voice and everything of the back cover just makes it sound pretty humorous. I am hoping for a super fun time with this. and I have heard really good things about this book. So I think it's going to be a really good time, and I believe there are other books as well that Gracie has written. I think in this series, I believe there's others. I need to check. Yes, there is. There is actually a second one that is out, and it is Heidi Lucy Loses Her Mind. So if I really like this one, then I will have another option of a book to read that's in the same vein. This is looking really good so far. I have a historical time-crossing book, a fantasy mixed with historical vibes, and now a genre-blending contemporary kind of rom-com mixed with mystery. So this is shaping up to be a really great TBR. Let's move on to book number 4. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
The answer is 8.
8. All right. So still up here, I think 8 would be this one. Yes, indeed. Here is number 8. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is fantastic. This is another one of them that I was like, if I don't get this one on my TBR, I still have to read it, and that is The Bookshop of 99 Doors by Jaime Jo Wright. This one, along with Into a Golden Era, were two of my most highly anticipated reads for 2026, and to get to read them both in my birthday month is pretty fantastic. I am so excited. If you don't know much about Jaime Jo Wright, she writes a lot of gothic suspense novels, and they're usually dual timelines. So there will be an element of the story that takes place in a historical time period, along with one that takes place in the current time period, and those stories cross over in some way. And there's always this kind of very haunting atmospheric vibe in her books that I just love. And I cannot wait to read her newest addition to her novels because I just legitimately adore the way she writes her stories. Okay, let's move on to book number 5. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
A random number between 1 and 22 is 7.
7, okay. So we have got 6, 7, and 8. But at least Siri has not repeated numbers yet. This is pretty good. I probably shouldn't have said that because now Siri probably will repeat numbers. But that's okay. Book number 7. So that should be this one here. Book 7. Let's see what we've got in this paper. Oh, this is another one of the fantasy novels that I have up on here. And this is book 1 in the Dragon Willow duet. This is the Sunbird's Last Lament. This was also a book that I talked about in my book haul video in the last video that I made, and one that I'm very much looking forward to. This one has a main character who can use botanical magic, and there's also a dragon trainer involved. So botanical magic, dragons, fantasy world, adventure, can't get much better than that. And it says on the quick little tagline on the back, a runaway princess with botanical magic, a dragon trainer living on borrowed time, a love that transcends their doom. Okay, so why is our dragon trainer living on borrowed time? I'm gonna have to find out what is going on in this book. But yeah, this looks really good, and I really like the cover of this as well. It's so pretty. It's kind of like, it's not fully black, it's almost like a deep, deep brown, I guess. It's kind of hard to tell. There's these flowers and everything that trail around the edges of it, and it looks like right here is a dragon tail that is kind of hanging out over here in this corner. So that's pretty fun. Little nod to the dragons that are in this book. All right, let's pick book number 6. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
That would be 2.
2. Siri is still going strong. Still not a double to be seen. So number 2, the only thing is Siri's not really picking anything from the bottom half of these books. I'm not sure why. It's mostly the top, but that's okay. That's okay. At least we haven't gotten any repeats. All right, what is this? Oh, nice. I have been wanting to start this series because I keep hearing amazing things about it, and especially some of the newest books. People are going on and on about how good they are, and I want to get to these. So this is The Huntress by Carrie Cotton. I believe there are now 4 books out in this series, and like I said, every single one of them I've heard amazing things about. This is, I think, fantasy, but I think it's non-magical fantasy. I believe it's more just like medieval vibes more than anything else. So I don't know that there's actually magic in these books. I can't remember for sure, but I think I heard that. I'll read just the beginning part of this. It says, betrayed by their allies, the last of the Picts have escaped to the innermost part of an endless dark forest, content to remain hidden there forever. Made queen as just a child, Cyrene has given all of her life and heart to the task of making sure her people are never terrorized again. When a handsome stranger from the kingdom that betrayed them falls injured at the boundary of her village, she's forced to choose between mercy and duty. This looks so good. Like I said, I have been really excited to get into this series and I've heard such amazing things about all of them. So I'm finally getting to kick it off in June. All right, we've hit 6 books, but like I said, I kind of don't want to stop there and I'm having too much fun unwrapping these. So let's pick at least 1 or 2 more. So here we go, number 7. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
It's 2.
Uh-oh, we got our first repeat. No, we don't want number 2. We just did that. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
The answer is 7.
Oh no, we got 7 too. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
The answer is 14.
14. I don't think that's one that we've gotten yet. So 14, I think, is actually down here. We're finally getting to draw one of these guys. So number 14. Let's see what's in here. This one's kind of a thin book. Oh, this is a suspense. So this is a Fragments of Fear by Carrie Stuart Parks. I've heard great things about this author and have been wanting to give her books a try. So this will be my first one to get to dive into. This says on the back, stolen art, a New Mexico archaeological dig, an abandoned dog, and a secret that's worth killing for. This sounds good. I'm already pulled in. And an archaeological dig, that's amazing. Because of my love of history, that sounds so cool. And I'm wondering what's going on with this abandoned dog. She must find it, and this dog must play a part in this mystery. So I guess we'll find out what happens with the doggy. It looks like Colleen Coble also blurbed this, and it says, compulsively readable, Fragments of Fear is a roller coaster ride with a lovable protagonist and a suspenseful, twisty plot that kept me breathlessly glued to the page. Parks is at the top of her game in this new suspense novel. This sounds great. I'm excited. So my first full romantic suspense for the June TBR. This looks very cool. All right, let's do one more. At least one more. Maybe just one more. We'll see. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
That would be 4.
4. Did we already do 4? I think we already did 4. Yeah, we already did 4. Try again, Siri. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
The answer is 17.
17. Okay, finally. We're getting another one from this second section down here. So here is number 17. All right, let's see what's in here. Is this going to be the last one that I pick? I don't know. This is too much fun. Oh, cool. Another fantasy. So this one is on Wings of Ash and Dust by Brittany Wang. This is yet another one that I talked about in my book haul videos. I am actually selecting quite a few of my newest acquisitions and getting to read those in June, which is actually pretty fun. This one says, a rebel pixie princess, a deadly competition between 5 fairy clans. Will she win the crown or die trying? And it says she's a pixie pirate. Okay, so there's pirates in here. So we've got like deadly competition, trial type situation along with pirates and magic and so many other fun things. I think this is going to be great. And it says that there's even a merman in here at some point. Yeah, in a series of death-defying trials, Quinn faces off with the heirs of 4 rival clans. So this looks like it's going to be pretty intense and a lot that our main character is going to have to go through in this book. So I'm excited to see what this one's about. So I should probably stop because that's 8 books, but I still don't really want to. And hey, it's June. It's my birthday month. Maybe just one more. Maybe pick a number 9. Let's go ahead and pick number 9. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 and 22.
It's 7.
No, Siri, not 7. We already did 7. Okay, hey Siri, Pick a random number between 1 and 22.
It's 15.
15. I don't think we did 15, did we? We did 14, but not 15. Here's 15. Yay. Okay, number 15. Let's see what we've got. And this probably actually should be my last book because that's a huge, huge, huge TBR. But it's so much fun. All right, so our last one is Dream Teller by K.D. Shade. This was actually one of my options, I think, for my May TBR, and I ended up choosing a different book, but I wanted to choose this one as well. And now I have the opportunity back to add this to my TBR, so this is going right on that June list. And this one says on the back, Lady Shannon was raised to rule, but when a vision of the past uproots a buried betrayal, her secured future unravels. Spies whisper in the halls, assassins lurk in the shadows, and secrets fester behind silk-draped smiles. But rebellion isn't the only danger in Megara. A masked archer, a man cloaked in mystery, might be the only one who can help Shannon uncover the truth, if she dares trust him. Every step closer brings new enemies, and every choice demands a sacrifice. Shannon finds herself stepping into a prophecy that could save her kingdom or destroy it. And it says, perfect for fans of plot twist, court intrigue, and stubborn hope conquering the darkness. So this looks like it's going to be really, really good. I like a lot of the elements in this. There's a lot of like court intrigue and secrets and assassins and random stuff happening in here. And those are all things that are just so much fun in a book. All right, I have a pretty fantastic TBR for June. I cannot wait to read all of these. Just to recap, we have Into a Golden Era by Gabrielle Meyer, Town of Shadows by Jessica Scarlett, Juniper Bean Resorts to Murder by Gracie Ruth Mitchell, The Bookshop of 99 Doors by Jaime Jo Wright, The Sunbird's Last Lament by Andréa Costello, The Huntress by Carrie Cotton, Fragments of Fear by Carrie Stuart Parks, On Wings of Ash and Dust by Brittany Wang, and Dream Teller by K.D. Shade. I am super duper excited to read every single one of these. Will I get to read all of them in the month of June? I don't know. This is a pretty big stack of books, so we'll see. At any rate, June is looking like an extremely good reading month. What books are you excited to read for June? Have you selected anything special for your TBR? If so, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for spending this time with me. I appreciate you all so very much. And as always, remember to keep following your dreams and believing in the magic of this thing called life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.